Good evening, students. In this class, we have continued that chapter 3 Atoms and Molecules, topic chemical name into chemical formula. Okay, today also we have continued that topic. We know that what is a chemical formula. Chemical formula is a symbolic representation of its composition, isn't it? So, chemical formula, it represents how many number of atoms, what are the atoms involved in a molecule formation, isn't it? So, how do we convert the chemical name into formula? We have to follow 4 steps. First one, write the symbol. And second one, write the valency or charge. If covalent compound means we mention the valency. If ionic compound means we mention the charge. But don't consider that because of that confusion. Keep on that mind. We have to write the valency alone. Okay. And next, interchange the valency. Finally, we have to write the formula. And that valency is mentioned in the subscript. Okay. So, if any polyatomic ion, more than one polyatomic ion is there, means we should mention inside the bracket. Okay. So, by using these steps, we convert the chemical name into formula. Okay. So, what are the steps? Write the symbol, write the valency, third one, interchange the valency, and fourth one, after interchanging, write the number as a subscript. In previous class, we have discussed some ionic compound name into chemical formula. Like that, today also we have some revise. So first, aluminium sulfate. We know that what is that aluminium symbol? Al is a symbol of aluminium. So first we mention the symbol Al. And next, sulfate. Sulfate is a polyatomic ion. So what is the formula for sulfate? SO4. Okay. So sulfate is a negative ion, SO4 2 minus. Aluminium is a positive ion, Al 3 plus. Here second step we should mention the valency. So valency of aluminium is 3. Valency of the sulfate is 2. Okay. And next, third step, interchange the valency. Now that aluminium valency goes to the SO4 and SO4 valency is going to aluminium. Finally, we get Al2. Here sulfate is how many, after interchanging, how many sulfate is there? 3 sulfate. So more than one polyatomic ion means we should mention inside the bracket. So finally we get Al2 inside the bracket SO4 and 3. Okay. So Al2 SO4 thrice. We write the number as a subscript. Okay. So in that second step, valence, instead we mention the charge also. And next, ammonium sulfate. First, ammonium. Ammonium is a polyatomic positive ion. Sulfate is a negative ion. Okay. So first, symbol of ammonium is NH4. And we know the symbol of sulfate is SO4. Okay. Now, valency. That ammonium is a polyatomic positive ion. That means NH4 plus. That plus denote 1 valency. Okay. So the valency of ammonium ion is 1. And valency of SO4. That means SO4 2 minus. So what is the valency here? 2. Then third step, interchanging the valency. Okay. So that NH4 attain 2 and SO4 attain 1. Okay. So NH4 and SO4 both also polyatomic ion, isn't it? So more than one polyatomic means we put inside the bracket. Ammonium, how many ammonium is there? After interchanging, how many ammonium we get? 2. So inside the bracket we put that NH4. After that bracket we can put 2. Okay. Then SO4. Only one SO4 is there. So no need to write inside the bracket. Finally NH4 twice SO4. And next calcium carbonate. What is the symbol for calcium? Ca. Isn't it? Ca. What is the symbol for carbonate? Carbonate is a polyatomic ion. That means CO3. 2 minus. Calcium is Ca2 plus. CO3 is CO3 2 minus. Okay. Now the valency. The valency Ca2 plus. So what is the valency? 2. CO3 2 minus. It is a negative ion. So what is the valency of CO3? 2. Now interchange the valency. Ca2 CO3 twice, isn't it? Ca2 CO3 twice. Both are same in number, so we simply strike out the 2. Finally we get CaCO3. Okay. So if the same number of atom means we simply strike out and write the answer. And calcium hydrogen carbonate. We know that symbol of calcium ion is Ca2 plus. Hydrogen carbonate. This is the negative ion. Hydrogen carbonate is a negative ion. It has a charge -1. Okay. So calcium, what is the symbol for calcium is Ca. And what is the symbol for hydrogen carbonate? HCO3 minus. Is a negative ion. Calcium is a positive ion, Ca2 plus. Now, first step to write the symbol. Symbol of calcium is Ca. Symbol of hydrogen carbonate is HCO3. Valency. Calcium Ca2 plus. Now what is the valency of calcium? 2. Hydrogen carbonate valency is HCO3 minus. That means it denotes the valency 1. Next step, interchange the valency. And finally we get Ca1 HCO3 twice because more than one HCO3 is there. So we put inside the bracket. Okay. So 1 is there means we need not to consider that 1. Finally we get CaHCO3 twice. Twice means it indicates 2 numbers of HCO3 is present. Okay. Sodium hydrogen carbonate. So sodium, what is the symbol for sodium? Na plus, isn't it? Sodium ion is Na plus. Hydrogen carbonate is before that previous slide we have discussed. Hydrogen carbonate is HCO3 minus. Okay. Now write the symbol. Na is represent sodium. HCO3 represent so hydrogen carbonate. Now the valency. Na plus. That means what is the valency of sodium? 1. HCO3 minus. What is the valency of HCO3? Here also 1. And third step, interchange the valency. Finally we get Na1 HCO3 1. So only one polyatomic ion is there. HCO3 is only 1. So we need not to put inside the bracket. So finally we get the answer NaHCO3. Okay. And next, information. What are the information we gain from the chemical formula? We write the chemical formula, that previous slide we have discussed how to write the chemical formula, and we also work out some chemical name into formula, isn't it? What are the information we gain from the chemical formula? First, in a chemical formula, some letter is there, that letter represent what? That letter represent the atomic symbol. That means symbol of atom. From that we can find what? We know that symbol means we can find the name of the atom, isn't it? Okay. So, in that chemical formula, some letter is there. From that letter we can find the atomic symbol and name of an atom. By using this symbol, we can find out what are the atoms involved present in a molecule. And some atoms after, you may see some subscript, isn't it? That subscript represent what? That subscript represent number of atoms present in a element. Number of atoms in a element. For example, first case NaCl. See the example. First case NaCl. Na after there is no number. Cl after is also no number. That denote only one sodium atom is there. Only one chlorine atom is there. Okay. And look at the second example. MgCl2. Mg after, Mg denote what? Magnesium. Cl denote what? Chlorine. Mg after there is no number. That means subscript is no. Isn't it? So it indicate only one magnesium atom involved in the molecule. And chlorine after the subscript 2 is there, That 2 represent 2 atoms of chlorine present in a molecule. Okay. How many chlorine atom is present in MgCl2? 2 chlorine atoms. So that subscript after the symbol of the element indicates number of atoms, particular atoms present in a molecule. Look at the third example, Na2O, isn't it? So Na represents the symbol Na represents atom sodium. O, the symbol O indicates the atom O, oxygen. Okay. Na after subscript 2 is there, That 2 indicate 2 sodium atoms present in a molecule. Oxygen after there is no number. That denote only one oxygen involved in the Na2O molecule. Okay. Like that, look at the fourth example, MgSO4. Here, it is SO4 is a polyatomic ion. That Mg represent magnesium atom. S represent sulfur atom present in a molecule. O, that represent oxygen atom present in a molecule. Mg after there is no number. That denote only one magnesium atom is there. Sulfur after there is no number. That indicates only one sulfur atom present in a molecule. Oxygen after 4 as a subscript. That indicates 4 oxygen present in a molecule. Okay. So from that chemical formula we can learn that what are the atoms present in it and number of atoms present in it. Okay. From that information we gained from the chemical formula. Now you know the usage of chemical formula, isn't it? So chemical formula is a representation. It represents what are the atoms involved in a molecule and how many number of atoms also involved in the molecule formation. Okay, so it represents the number and type of atom in a molecule. Next we do some problems to find out number of atoms present in a molecule. Okay, let us we do. First one, CaCl2. This is the molecular formula, chemical formula of calcium chloride. Okay, so first step, calcium. How many calcium atom is there? Ca after there is no number, isn't it? Ca after there is no number. That indicate what? Only one calcium atom. Okay, so we put 1. And Cl after subscript 2 is there. That indicate what? 2 number of chlorine atom is there. Okay, so Cl, how many chlorine atom is there? 2. Finally, total number of atom is 3. So CaCl2 is made up of 3 atoms. 2 chlorine atoms and 1 calcium atom. Okay. So in this way we find out number of atom present in a molecule. Okay. And next molecule, NaNO3. This is the chemical formula of sodium nitrate. Okay. First, sodium Na. How many sodium atom is present? Sodium after there is no number. That indicate only 1. And nitrogen. N that denote nitrogen. Nitrogen after there is no number. That means only 1 nitrogen atom present in it. So N1. And oxygen after, you may see the subscript 3. That means indicate what? 3 oxygen atom present in a molecule. So oxygen is O. So totally how many number of atoms present in a molecule? 5. Okay. Like that, third one, FeCl3, iron chloride. Fe denote iron, Cl represent chlorine. How many iron atom is there? Only 1. Chlorine 3. So total number of atom is 4. So iron chloride is made up of 4 atoms. Like that, MgO. Mg represent magnesium, O represent oxygen. How many Mg is there? Mg after there is no number. So only 1 magnesium atom is present. Like that, O after there is no number. That means it indicate only 1 oxygen atom present in a molecule. So oxygen is also 1. Totally 2. So in this way we can find number of atoms present in a molecule. Okay. So we know that chemical formula is used to identify what are the atoms involved in the molecule and how many number of atoms present in a molecule. Okay. Next, ionic compound is neutral. What is that word? We know that ionic compound. Ionic compound, how that ionic compound is formed? Ionic compound is formed by reaction between metals and non-metal, isn't it? So metals and non-metals react together to form an ionic compound. That ionic compound is neutral. Neutral means what? It indicates it contains a charge 0. We know that ionic compound is formed by ions. What is the ions? Charged species is known as ion. We know that, isn't it? Charged species is known as ion. But ionic compound is neutral. Why? Do you think? Because the charge of the ion should be cancel each other. And finally we get the net charge as 0. For example, we know that ionic compound is formed between metals and non-metals. Metals are what kind of nature? Positive nature. All the metals are readily donate its valence electron to form positive ions, isn't it? We are studied in previous classes, 8th standard also. Metals are electropositive nature. It readily donates its valence electron to form positive ion. Like that, non-metal, it readily accepts the electron to form negative ions. Okay, so metals are positive and non-metals are negative. These two ions, positive and negative ions, combine together to form a ionic compound. Now, the positive and negative charges neutralize each other. So, what about the charge of the final product is 0. So, ionic compound is neutral in charge. Okay. For example, in first case, NaCl. See, look the example. See the example NaCl. We know the charge of sodium is +1. Charge of chlorine is -1. Now the net charge is what? +1 and -1 cancel each other. Now net charge is 0. Like that MgCl2. See the second example MgCl2. Magnesium. What is the charge of magnesium? Mg2+. What is the charge of chlorine? We know the chlorine is -1. But how many number of chlorine is there? 2. So that -1 is multiplied by the number 2. That 2 indicates 2 chlorine atoms present. So finally we get the charge -2. So +2 and -2 cancel each other and the net product is 0. Third example is ZnSO4. Charge of zinc is 2+. And SO4 is a polyatomic ion. The charge is -2. So +2 and -2 cancel each other to form the net charge 0. Okay, student. So ionic compound is formed by ions. That ion charges neutralized each other. So net product is a neutral in nature. Okay. Next we move on to that another heading. Name into formula. In previous slides we have discussed how to convert the name into chemical formula, isn't it? Now we are going to discuss how to convert the chemical formula into name. Okay. This kind of naming is suitable for only ionic compound. We know that ionic compound is formed between metals and non-metals, isn't it? So this kind of conversion formula into name is suitable for only ionic compound. First we have to find what are the ions present in the given formula. Okay. So we know that ionic compound is made up of positive and negative ions. So first we find out what positive ion present in it and what negative ion is present in it. First step, to find what are the ions present in the given chemical formula. And second step, write the name of the positive ion and negative ion. And second step is what? To write the name of positive ion and negative ion. And finally we add that name of the positive ion plus name of the negative ion. We get the answer. What is that? We get the name of the chemical formula. Okay. So only 2 steps to find the ions present in the given formula and write the name of the positive ion and write the name of the negative ion. Then we add the positive and negative ion names. We get the name for the chemical formula. Here one example is there, MgCl2. This is a given chemical formula. What is that? MgCl2. First step, you have to find what are the ions present in it. MgCl2. Here Mg form a ion. What kind of ion? Mg is a metal. It form a positive ion. What is the valency of Mg? 2. So magnesium form Mg2 plus ion. Chlorine. Here the subscript represent what? 2 chlorine atoms present. So chlorine is a negative ion, that is Cl minus. How many chlorine atoms are present in it? 2 chlorine atoms. So 2 Cl minus ion is there. So positive ion is Mg2 plus, negative ion is Cl minus. Here don't consider number of ions, 2Cl, 3Cl or 2Mg, 3Mg. Don't consider the number. Here the number is there, isn't it? Don't consider the number. We consider only the name of ion. Okay. So first, what is the name of that ion? Mg2 plus, magnesium, isn't it? And what is the name of Cl minus? Chloride. Okay. So positive ion name is magnesium and negative ion name is chloride. Now we merge. What we get? Magnesium chloride. So MgCl2 name is magnesium chloride. Okay. And next, formula. So formula given, that is ZnCl2. Okay. So next we convert the ZnCl2 into name. First step is to find out the ions present in a given formula. So in ZnCl2 is made up of positive and negative ion. What is the positive ion? Here what is a metal? Zn. Zinc is a metal. So zinc form a positive ion. What is the valency of zinc? The valency of zinc is 2. So zinc form Zn2 plus ion. And what is a non-metal? Chlorine is a non-metal. The valency of chlorine is 1. That means it's a negative ion, Cl minus. We need not to consider how many chlorine atom is there. Okay? No need to consider that. So positive ion is Zn2 plus, negative ion is Cl minus. How do we convert the name? First, we have write the name of positive ion. Zinc is the name of positive ion. And what is the name for Cl minus? Chloride. Now we merge it. Zinc plus chloride. So we get zinc chloride. So that is the name for ZnCl2. ZnCl2 means what? Zinc chloride. Okay. And next,